What's up? This is Eitan. I'm responding to a Facebook post that I put up this morning. I'm responding to the likes that the Facebook post got. I put up a post wishing people a day free from existential angst, and at this point it's gotten about 10 likes, and I was surprised at how strongly people resonated with it because I was putting it up half as a joke, but it struck a chord. And my response is coming because I went to Yeshiva afterwards, and I was at Sulam Yaakov, which is where I learned, and I was in a shiur with Rav Daniel Cohen, and he was describing this idea of fear of God, that the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God, and how the word reshit, right, means beginning, like bereshit, and how there's a point where a person as an individual recognizes their existence as singular. And with it comes a sense of separation from the rest of creation. And so I asked him, I said, well, what's the difference between that and existential angst? Because that kind of sounds a lot like existential angst, where like a person just has this tremendous sense of like being in existence without any sort of context or like whyness, and it's like really painful, where it's just like, why am I here? And so I said, what's the difference between Yirat Shamayim and existential angst? And the distinction is actually mind-blowing, because what he said was that existential angst is when you realize that you're alone, but your aloneness is essentially for no reason. Like there's no context. It's like you exist in the universe, period. Maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't matter. It's kind of just like you're just there, and then you're like waiting for Godot, right? And that Yirat Shamayim, right, is that you recognize that you are separate in the universe from the rest of creation, but then you see that that you were invested, that God is actually creating you every single second. And so, yes, you are alone in a universe that is not you, but at the same time, you were created for a reason in that universe. And that actually, and it's not just that you were created for a reason, like you were wound up and then like the universe just goes like a clock. No, it's like actually every single second, God is creating you. And so there's a sense of individuality and solitariness, but at the same time, it's in a context of fullness. And so that is the difference between Yirat Shamayim and existential angst. That it's like in existential angst, it's like you exist for no reason, and in Yirat Shamayim, you exist because God is creating you every single second. And I just thought that was very cool, and I hope you guys appreciate it as much as I did. I hope I communicated well. I'm glad of your existences. I hope your existences are pleasurable and good and sweet, and you'll see me around.